Hey everyone, welcome to Victuals and Spirits. Today I am taking you to Korea and we're going to be making sundubu, which is a Korean stew or soup. The ingredients is tofu, kimchi, pork or beef, but you can go vegan, that's your whole choice, red chili pepper flakes, minced garlic, sesame oil, water or anchovy broth, I chose water, salt shrimp or salt for taste, I chose salt, one scallion and an optional egg, but the egg was a little optional for me too. All right, so the main ingredients, I did a chuck roast, I did a bottle of kimchi, and I did the silken tofu. As you can see, I've already seasoned my chuck roast and I cut it up. Got 1 cup of kimchi right here for you. I used 1 cup, and though the directions said a third, but I have a lot of beef, so also, I used the silken tofu. Oh my gosh. So let's get into this. Let's get this thing open. Here we go. It's a little tricky to get it open. Plus it had like water in it, so I had to pour the water out, of course. Alrighty. Now, I hate stuff on my hands. So let's go ahead and get right into it. This was 16 ounces, so I cut it into 12. So I took a little snippet off. Let me tell you how satisfying it is to cut into some silken tofu. Oh my God, it was like heaven. I could do that all day, honestly, with no problems. All right, so I got my bowl here. So I'm gonna put my tofu in the bowl, put it aside. And then once I put it aside, I'm going to clean my board. I hate working with a dirty board, so I always clean my board and knife every time I cut something up. All right, so let me go ahead and cut up the scallions. So again, when I get my vegetables, I always wash them beforehand and then put them in the bags because it just makes life easier later on. So I only need 1, but I took 2 out. And for all the chefs that are like doubting me on my knife skills, like don't hate. I know I could have cut my finger, but I was very, very careful and I was kind of rushing. So please cut me some slack. My bad. I got the job done though. All right. Now I got my Dutch oven pot heated up. Now, normally you're not supposed to use this kind of pot, but since I did not have the pot that was required to use, I had to use my Dutch oven pot, which is fine. So you put 1 tablespoon of the sesame oil in there. Then you add your 3 cloves of garlic. It was in the directions. Hear that sizzling? Oh my God, I love when it starts sizzling. Okay, so I add my beef, and then I add my cup of kimchi, and I mix it around. I like to get it right in there so that all the flavors can go through. And this is a process that you definitely want to keep your eye on. Eventually you're going to put a cover over this, but right now you want the meat to kind of brown on all sides, so you got to keep an eye on it. So then you add the red chili flakes and then stir. That's simple. Very easy. Okay, then you stir it again. Again, I tell you got to keep an eye on this stuff because you want your meat to brown, but you don't want it to burn. You don't want it to burn to the bottom of the pot, so keep stirring. And stirring. So I stirred like maybe every 3 to 5 minutes because again, I wanted my meat to be fully brown on all sides. Now you add your kimchi juice. So what I did was I took the 3 tablespoons of kimchi juice and put it in the water that I was adding to the beef. Now around this time you can definitely close the lid and then let it sit for a little bit. And then mix again. Close it back. And then reopen it and stir some more. And then you start, see, I did it so that I can, make sure that my stuff is tender. Because chuck roast, let me tell you, I'm just letting you know now, do not use chuck roast making this. Do not, just use pork or chicken. Or go vegetarian and just do it by itself without any poultry or protein in it. But I chose chuck roast because that's what I had. It took longer, of course. But the meat was tender. So towards the end, you want to add your tofu. Once you add your tofu, you want to stir it right in there. It looks amazing. Trust me, it looks amazing. So stir it all in there. And again, this is like maybe the last 5 minutes of the whole thing. And then I'm going to go ahead and add some of my scallions to it. And you don't want to put all your scallions in there because you want to be able to add the last bit of scallions for decor later. I'll show you that. Make sure you mix it all in there. Delicious. Look how amazing that looks. And there you have it. Soondubu with no egg. Like, share, comment, and subscribe below. And let me know where I should cook next. Give me a country.